Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Wednesday, April 25th, and this is the market overview looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, TNA, UP, FXE, GLD, SLV, GE, XLF. Man, why can't I remember all the symbols? Anyway, we'll go through all the symbols regardless of whether I can remember them or not. Starting off with the Dow, big up day. Actually kind of surprised that it wasn't up more, and there's some pros and some cons. So we'll look at all of them. Well, for one, of course, nice up day. It's bouncing off of the long-term moving average bar, what's left of it. Overall, looking pretty darn good. Short-term moving average is pointing up, middle Bollinger Band below everything. Nice, right? Problem is, it hasn't gotten to a resistance level yet. And I'm sure if it had been down here, it'd have blown right through it regardless. But it took all of that energy today with Apple, and it wasn't able to get there. So that is a question mark that I have. Besides that, 14-day RSI moving average still pointing down. Stochastics up, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD going for a bullish cross. Yeah, the secondaries look really nice for the bulls. Of course, we still have lots of room to move to the downside on the 14-day RSI moving average. But, the heck with that, right? Everything else is pointing up. Even, everything else is pointing up. Beyond that, looking at volume, yeah, the volume is encouraging for future movement up, and we've been expecting to move up for a few days now. So certainly there are plenty of reasons to believe that there's going to be more, and I think that if the resistance level is taken out tomorrow, then sure, we could even have a retest of the highs. Now, going to the 60-minute time frame. What else do we have? There's the 14-day climbing, stochastics moving with it, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD down. Kind of interesting. Looking at its volume, we can see, sure, there's lots of buying, and everything is starting to get semi-high. Could that be a problem? Sure, it could be. But for the moment, pretty much the all clear sign. We have to see how much enthusiasm remains tomorrow. That's fair enough. SPX. Oops, daily time frame. Hello. Same thing as the Dow. We have not yet really, we're testing a resistance level, backing away from it ever so slightly, but it's not broken. It would have been much, much cleaner if this previous high could have been taken out today. It's going to fall to tomorrow to see if it's able to do so. 14 days still ticking down, stochastics up, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up, looking for a bullish cross. And going to the 60-minute, is there any difference? Well, there's one thing. This is a long shot. Let me zoom out some more. A very, very, very long shot, but I just thought it was interesting that it got to the proper level today, which was shoulder, head, shoulder, and a very clean neckline down here. Can it bust this head tomorrow? Without even really thinking about it. But if there was some kind of drastic reversal overnight, I don't see how there could be. But it is at the perfect level for a small head and shoulders in the 60-minute time frame. Perfect layout. Just something to be aware of. And I think that it exists in the Dow as well. The neckline is not pretty like it is on the SPX, but we don't have a violation of this head, so just something to be aware of. And going on to the VIX. With an somewhere between a inverse hammer and a gravestone, but the body's too fat. Still above the upper price consensus level. That's good for the bears. It did break the recent floor. Not good for the bears. We have the short-term moving averages pointing down, middle Bollinger Band above everything, not good for the bears. 14-day RSI moving average is still ticking up, but we've been saying for days this has been a warning sign because it's so darn high. Having that turnaround could be devastating for the bears. Down on the stochastics, down on the CCI, down on the RSI, bearish cross on the MACD, down on the MACD histogram. Oof, it does not look good. Not for the bears. Looks great for the bulls. But anyways, possible reversal candle, big deal. XOY, oil. Yes, it did gap up today. It was red. Still below the 200-day moving average. Got an uptick. Uptick was resolved intraday. It's free to go whichever direction. We have to see where it goes from this point. 14-day RSI moving average still ticking down. Stochastics up, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD going for a bullish cross, and yeah, not a bad sign for the bulls on oil either. Oh, I don't have volume information on that one. Bummer. TNA. Also not breaking the previous high. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down. CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up, RSI up, spinning top. We've more than exceeded the uptick. And middle Bollinger Band gain below everything. Yes, this looks pretty darn good. Still below the lower price consensus level. Not bad. Oh, I do have volume information on this one. So, and we can see that volume is picking up in many of the indicators for TNA, and so yeah, some good indications. What else is there to say? CompQ, the NASDAQ, big gap up. Getting an uptick, resolving it intraday. Also not getting to the resistance area yet either. Is there going to be enough momentum to carry it through it? Certainly seems like there would be, but until it actually does it, who knows? 14 days still ticking down. Stochastics up, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up. Not too shabby. UUP going down is bullish for the markets, and once you know it, gap down, busting the 200-day moving average. We talked about that in last night's video. So next is the recent low, not far away at all. Should be an easy break, and the important level just below that. 14-day RSI moving average. Ooh, a tick down. CCI up, RSI down, stochastics down, down on the MACD, down on the MACD histogram. Yes, that looks good for the bulls. Short-term moving average is pointing down, middle Bollinger Band above everything. And FXE, the euro. Interesting. Little hammer here at this boxed area. Breaking the previous high, kissing the major price consensus level, backing away slightly, no real body to speak of. Down tick on the 14-day RSI moving average, mixed on the stochastics, down on the CCI, up on the RSI, up on the histogram, up on the MACD, getting a bullish cross, and kissing the upper Bollinger Band backing away slightly, pushing it up. Also kissing the major price consensus level backing away slightly. Breaking this little boxed area to the upside, it is bullish, which is good for the market. GLD, ending with a hammer, possibly the bottom of a range. Still below the lower price consensus level. Middle Bollinger Band not really telling us anything. Uptick on the 14-day RSI moving average, mixed on the stochastics, down on the CCI, up on the RSI, up on the histogram, slightly up on the MACD. At least this one is telling us bounce is definitely in the cards, unlike all these other days. SLV, getting way below the lower Bollinger Band for part of the day, ending with a very strong hammer at the bottom of a range, reversal candle. Sideways on the 14-day RSI moving average, essentially sideways on the stochastics, down on the CCI, up on the RSI, down on the histogram, down on the MACD. It would have been much easier if it had been below the lower Bollinger Band, but it's not. But overall, not too shabby. That's a really pretty reversal candle. GE, gapping way above the upper Bollinger Band, falling back to get back inside of it. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics mix, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up, looking for a bullish cross. Middle Bollinger Band below everything. Short-term moving average is pointing up. Not bad. And Apple, not beating the recent high. Red spinning top. Looks like it's bouncing out of the long-term moving averages. Not bad. It has to have some kind of follow-through, and then it'll be confirmed. 14-day RSI moving average still pointing down. Stochastics up, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up. Very impressive jump. And going on to XLF. Very different. We have a hanging man near the top of a existing range. Have not come up to challenge the ceiling, the new ceiling, recent ceiling. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics up, CCI up, RSI up, histogram up, MACD up. Overall, lots of promise for breaking the recent high, opening up a run at the previous high. And volume-wise, picking up on a few of them, but still quite a bit of room for the downside on more than half of them. So much more precarious in the financials. I think that is very interesting. But is there anything else? Nope, I think that'll be it for this evening. So it all comes down to, is there any follow-through? Everything has its resistance level to break through. It's all going to depend on tomorrow, really. So be watching, waiting, and if we have a breakout, woo, watch out. And if there's a breakdown in the dollar, watch out too. But we just aren't there yet, right at the precipice. Just have to, you know, jump off the cliff. But very encouraging for the bulls. It's not a done deal. And that's all there is to it. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.